A Halong Bay day trip has been on my bucket list for years, and today I finally get to experience it. So if you do enjoy, smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. Now let's get into it. I'm not sure she thinks I'm famous. We've arrived at one of the largest caves. It is very busy right now though. That one there is meant to be Santa Claus. Talking a bit of nonsense. The biggest chamber of the three. You're meant to give it a little stroke on the head for good luck and then take all the money that's on it. It's so calm on the kayak. Quite busy here again. Lots of tourists. 400 steps later and we have made it to the top. They were some pretty cool drone shots. Honestly, this central hotel, you gotta go. Definitely recommend doing the tour. Good morning Vietnam and welcome back to the vlogs, where today we are going to be doing something very special. So we are taking a 6-hour boat cruise around Halong Bay. So we'll be really looking forward to this because you see all these spectacular photos on Instagram. However, the weather today isn't great, so I don't think we're going to be capturing stuff quite as good as that. But before we do head off on this 6-hour boat tour, we need to go downstairs and have some breakfast. And it was quite funny because the guy at the hotel asked if anyone was vegetarian. Beth obviously said she was vegan, so it's going to be interesting to see what they produce for her. But let's get going because we're already running a little bit late, so we need to get down now. Come down to the hotel, and I suppose it's family run, but it was really funny because there was just a kid at reception and no one else. So the kids obviously ran inside, went and told the mum or the dad, and now the mum's just come out to say, oh, the food will be coming shortly. So really strange. We still need to pay for the boat trip today too. We don't know where the guy is, but hopefully he'll be back soon. And then hopefully we'll get some breakfast soon too. Food has arrived. It actually looks delicious. I mean, it's warm for a morning, but for me, it looks like just a normal full English. So I've got 2 eggs, sausage, tomato, and bread. And then Beth's got some like noodle thing, vegetable noodles with what looks like tofu on the top. And I'm not sure what these are, but this is meant to be vegan too, and that looks really nice, so happy days. So let's start off with trying some sausage. And it's actually the lady that owns the hotel that's gone and made it too, so it's a really family-run business, but that's quite nice. Nice bit of sausage and sweet chilli sauce, that is. I thought it was ketchup at first, but that's quite spicy for me. Right, now we'll try some of the egg. That's a good egg too. So I'm pretty happy with my breakfast. 2 teas have arrived and they smell really good, so we'll give them a try in a second. They look a bit like apple juice, but I'm hoping they taste just as nice as they look. Beth absolutely destroyed her breakfast, completely gone, and I've almost finished mine too. And the lady's really lovely. She was apologising for being late, but she wasn't really that late at all. And she was having to run the desk too as people were checking out. So she was basically doing everything in this hotel, which was really nice. But let's give the tea a try and see what we think. That's quite nice actually. Because sometimes with teas, I don't really like the taste of tea itself. I don't know if that makes any sense, but this is more sort of fruity, almost like a fruity water. So I'm definitely going to be finishing that. Now a sweet has arrived. I feel like stuff keeps coming. So we're going to give this a try and see what we think. I quite like the fact that you have a dessert for breakfast because I've got such a sweet tooth. So let's give this a try. It's like some form of jelly thing in like a chocolate sauce. Oh, it's cold. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure on that. It's coffee flavoured too, which I don't like coffee, and it's like a coffee, I know what it is, but I never eat them because I don't like them, but it's like a coffee jelly that's cold, and it's on chocolate sauce. The chocolate sauce is nice, but I just don't like that coffee jelly at all. The texture of it just goes through me, makes me feel a bit ill. But now we need to head up to the room, get our stuff, and head off to the boat tour. Not only has the host made us a beautiful breakfast, she is now the one that's going to be taking us to the port to board the boat. So she's just gone to get a car and then we're going to set off. The hotel host has now dropped us off at the port, but she said to wait here and she's going to go and park her car somewhere and then come back and show us through to the next section, which is quite funny. So hopefully she'll be back in just a moment. But whilst we are waiting for her, I'll tell you a little bit more about the boat tour today. So we paid 1.7 million, which is around £53. So not too bad at all because it's about 26, 27 pounds each. And basically it's going to be 4 stops, or was it 3 stops? I think it was 4 or 3, can't remember. It's either 4 or 3 different stops. We get to go on a kayak at some point. We get food included too. We get the boat and obviously the transfers to and from the boat station too, which is really cool. And it's not actually that far from the hotel, to be honest. We could have walked it really. But above us, I don't know if you can see those wires, That is the cable car, which we're hopefully going to go on later on today or maybe tomorrow at Sunworld. So I was hoping to do it today because apparently you're meant to get really cool views of the city at night. But then at the same time, if the weather's not great, then you won't be able to see too much. And right now it is a little bit cloudy. So we're hoping it's not going to be too bad, and hoping the sea isn't going to be too rough too, because if the sea is rough, we could get pretty seasick. Now we passed on to someone else, but it was so funny because she wanted to have a photo with us. I'm not sure if she thinks I'm famous because I'm doing all this recording and stuff while she was having breakfast, but she's managed to get a photo with us both now at the port, and we're now waiting for someone else, I think, to take us to the boat. So good luck with us getting there. Made it onto the boat and we should be setting off very shortly. It is the classic boat, and we actually walked past a few of the luxury ones which looked a lot nicer, and it's not quite the same as the one that we went on in Laos, but it's still a nice boat, and we've managed to get our own table at the moment, so hopefully nobody else turns up. But I think we should be setting off soon. The weather is starting to rain a little bit, which isn't ideal, so I hope it won't be too miserable, but we'll have to see what it's like once we get to all the different places. So we are arriving at our first destination, hopefully shortly. This is what the top of the boat looks like, which is pretty cool. It's got a little station up here. It's very windy. I forgot to bring my windbreak up. I'll have it later, so I do apologise if the footage sounds super windy. But yeah, look how cool this is. Stunning views of Halong Bay. It's just unfortunate about the weather. So it does say that we're coming in peak season when the weather is meant to be at its best, but obviously we've got a little bit unlucky with our time so far here in Vietnam. But it's been quite nice because we've met an Irish couple who's actually on a cruise at the moment. They were telling us all about the cruise that they're on and all the different places they're visiting. So it's really nice to just sort of meet new people and speak to them all. We've arrived at one of the largest caves in Halong Bay, Sot Cave, and it is on the island of Bohon. It is beautiful, it's massive too, and apparently it's 120 steps that we've got to take to get to the top, and then there's 3 chambers throughout the cave which take you through, I think it's about 2 kilometres, and then you come out on the other side where the boat has now gone across over there to pick us up from. So let's go and take a look inside. I'm hoping it's going to be pretty cool, and apparently you get a photo as you enter, and they make a keychain for you, so that'll be pretty cool. It is very busy right now though, loads of tourists, so we're having to wait in a massive queue to go up to the top of the cave. The cave is really cool, and seeing all the stalagmites and stalactites makes it look so pretty, but it is ruined a little bit with just how busy it is. Constantly stuck in queues, everyone trying to obviously get photos and videos, so it would be a bit nicer if it was a bit quieter, but I don't know if it ever does get quiet or whether it's always this busy, as it is one of the biggest caves. So the guy's just gone through a couple of the rocks which look like different things. So starting off with apparently that rock there, if I pointed it, that one there, apparently looks like a happy Buddha. I mean, I don't know what happy Buddhas that I've seen, but to me that just looks like a rock. It's apparently got a head and a fat belly in there. And then apparently one over here looks like Santa Claus. So if I find that one. This one looks a little, maybe I can see the eyes and stuff. But that one there is meant to be Santa Claus with his eyes, nose and a beard. For me, it's a little bit far-fetched. I can't really see it, to be honest. talking a bit of nonsense, but it is beautiful, the cave inside. So we've now made our way into the biggest chamber of the three. It looks unreal. Something I've never seen before. It looks beautiful with all the stalagmites and stalactites. So you're able to get a photo in the cave too, and then you'll get a free keychain at the end. You can also get a proper photo too if you want it, but you have to pay 100,000 dong if you want that. So that's probably around £3-4. We're not going to bother with that. We'll just keep the keychains. But we're just making our way through now this beautiful cave. So this rock here is a turtle, which you can actually see a little bit with the head out at the front. And one of the holy animals in Vietnam is the turtle. So there's 4 of them, and that one obviously means long life and longevity. So as we pass the turtle now, you're meant to give it a little stroke on the head for good luck and then take all the money that's on it. No, I was joking, you obviously got to leave all the money, but hopefully you should have some good luck now. I think the turtles have better days. Now finally on our way out of the cave. It is so bright now though when you come out. It's like that SpongeBob moment where it's like, my eyes! But there's a shop here right at the top. Managed to get ourselves a key ring too. So there's mine and best key ring. It's tiny so you can't really see the photo. But it's quite a nice little souvenir to have. And they've got the shop up here if you want to buy anything. And then there's Beth and some beautiful views. So we're now going to get back onto the boat. I don't know what the plan is for the next stop, so we'll just have to wait until we get on the boat and see what the tour guide says. We just had a chance to have some lunch now. We had lots of seafood, so there was like a seafood soup, there was fish, there was seafood spring rolls, and then Beth also had vegetarian options too, which was like chips and spring rolls, so I was able to nick some of those chips. She also had some noodles. All the food was really nice too, so I was happy with that. And now we've arrived at our second destination, which is this cave here. So you get to actually go underneath it on either a kayak or, is it a longboat? I don't even know what those other boats are called.
Bamboo boat.
Bamboo boat. Is it bamboo boat? Bamboo boat or by kayak. Now that is the question for us, whether to take the bamboo boat or the kayak, because obviously I want to record some of the stuff, but we're worried that if we take the kayak and capsize, then that is bye-bye to the camera. So big decision to make. I've also just seen someone take off their drone, so I might have to get mine out in a second. It is quite windy though, but hopefully it should be all okay. We've decided to go for the kayak, so I am going to leave this vlogging camera in the bag, but hopefully the GoPro will pick up a little bit of sound. I'm not sure though, because I've got the waterproof case around it, so I'll just have to see and find out what the footage is like after. Into the Hang Luon is what the name of it is. Just got on the sign over there, but it's beautiful bay. And this is obviously where we were just doing the drone shots just a second ago, so I'm praying if we fall off I will be absolutely fuming, because I will be so cold. And I've brought my phone too in my pocket, so I hope I don't. We should have just gone on the big boat like everyone else has, but we've gone for the kayak. We'll have to see how this goes. Don't know if you can see that, but there's hundreds of monkeys there on the side of the rocks. Look how cute that one is. I'm going to have to try and zoom in on the camera. Hopefully Beth's got a little bit of footage. Look how cool that is. Look at him just chilling on there. It's like a whole family up there. I don't know what, they've got like a little stage to sit on. They are cute. This is so cool. Definitely recommend doing this, going on the kayak, because you can get right up close to them. It's so calm on the kayak. There's Beth trying to take a selfie of us. It's beautiful. The kayaking was great fun, and we're now here at the final destination, T-Top Island, and it's quite busy here again, lots of tourists, but you can basically choose to either bathe by the beach, which the weather's not great for a bathe by the beach, or you can hike to the top. So we're going to be hiking up to the top of T-Top Island and hopefully getting some really cool shots from up there. But yeah, the weather is picking up a little bit, it's getting slightly clearer, it's just still not very warm. 400 steps up, followed by 400 steps down. 400 steps later and we have made it to the top. I have to say, we did blaze up it. It was quite an impressive hike up by Beth and I. Overtaking quite a few people too, to be fair. And pushing a few down. No, I was joking, we didn't do that. But we're getting incredible views now from the top. Unfortunately, nowhere really to take the drone off, and it is quite touristy up here too, as you will see. Very busy around here, but it is beautiful. So that was 400 steps up, and now we're on our way back down to the bottom, so another 400 steps down. I don't know whether it's easier going up or down, to be honest. I sometimes find it easier going up, but my calves were killing one at the time I hit the top, whereas on the way down it's nice and relaxed. Now we are back at the bottom. There was a massive queue going down for some reason, so it took us a lot longer going down than going up, but we are back to these beautiful views of the beach. There's a volleyball net there too, so it'd be pretty cool if there was a volleyball game going on. If you want, you can go and have a swim in the sea too, but it is freezing right now, so Beth and I are definitely not going to be doing that, although we do already have wet bums from the kayak. But now I'm going to try and get some drone shots, and hopefully we'll get some pretty cool ones. They were some pretty cool drone shots. It's a shame we've not got blue sky though. Apparently the perfect time to go is between September and December if you want blue skies, but unfortunately we've come on a cloudy day. Still looks absolutely stunning though. The hike was good fun going up to the top, although I'm sweating now. Honestly, my pits so I don't want anyone to come near me. But now we're going to head back onto the boat, and then I believe we're heading back to land. So hopefully we'll be back in Halong Bay in no time. And we are back on land now here in Halong Bay, making our way back towards the hotel. We weren't sure if a transfer came with it, but we don't think it did, because people either booked it with a tour company or booked it with the cruise, because the cruise had arrived. And we'd booked it separately. We were like the only two that was a separate booking from the hotel. So I think we're just going to walk back, because it's only about a 20-minute walk, so it's not too bad. Weather's picked up a little bit. It's much clearer than it was earlier. You can see the cable car a little bit clearer too. There's one just going over now, so hopefully we can give that a go at some point. But yeah, we're now going to head back to the hotel, do a little bit of YouTube editing, and then go out this evening, maybe go and check out Sunworld and the cable car if it looks cool and the weather's okay. If not, we'll just leave that for tomorrow. So we've just come out at the entrance, and the lady from the hotel's here, so she's going to take us back in her car again. So she's coming to pick us up just now, take us back to the hotel, so it's a free transfer back too. Honestly, this Central Hotel, you got to go. They're really nice, the rooms are fine, and you also get a cheaper tour than everyone else, because we saw that a load of other people had booked it too, and they'd paid more than us, so happy days. And we've made it back to the room now, so loved it. Really enjoyed it. Definitely would recommend doing the tour, and I'll leave a link down in the description below to it, if I can find it, because we got sent loads of information and showing information rather than it actually being on a website. But if not, I'll try and put a few links that I've got from the Google Docs and the brochure. The highlight was probably going on the kayak. I thought that was really good fun, and then seeing those monkeys in the bay, that was quite cool. So out of the three things, I'd probably put that first, maybe the cave second, and then the trek up to the top third, but all of it was beautiful, and I wish it had been sunny because it would have looked so cool, especially the drone shots with the blue skies. That would have been amazing. So if you do want to go, if you're going just for that, go between September and December, not in January, February, March, because it's a bit cloudier, and then there's also the monsoon season in the summer. So I definitely would recommend going them because they probably don't even have the boats going out for them. But like I said, we're now going to chill in the room for a little bit. We're a bit windswept, feeling quite tired, so we'll just lie down, have a relax. I'll do a little bit of video editing, and then we'll head out for the evening, so I'll see you in a bit. We've had a look online and we've decided to go for an Indian tonight. So we're going to Indian Master Food, which so it sounds pretty good, and it had a 4.8 on Google, so let's get going. Found the restaurant, but it's up there. Now I've got to try and find a way of getting up there. I've got no idea how, but I do love Halong Bay so far. With all the restaurants, there's like a big strip basically that goes around the bay, and there's so many restaurants, but we've decided to go for one that's not on the strip tonight, as I had really good reviews, and we're both looking forward to a curry. We've arrived in the Indian Master Food. It's empty. It's weird because everywhere's empty at the moment, but I do love the flag decoration because I always like seeing all the flags. But I have noticed that row is, I think it could be all upside down pretty much, and the Welsh one, I mean, that makes sense because they're a bit upside down, aren't they? Let's be honest. Speaking on behalf of Beth here. But then if you look outside, I don't know whether you'll be able to see too, if I zoom in, but there's loads of other restaurants and bars there, completely empty. It's currently 6:15, is it? 6:15? So maybe it's a little bit early, but I wouldn't have thought it was that empty. But I think maybe with the weather and stuff that Halong Bay gets busier towards the end of the year rather than at the start of the following year. But I don't know. Someone will have to let me know down in the comments. Anyone that's from Halong Bay, let us know in the comments. When is the peak season to come for the weather and everything? And does it ever get that busy, or is it always quite deserted? Because it feels really deserted here, but there's so many nice restaurants, so it's really strange. The drinks have arrived, and I have gone for that Halong Sapphire Premium Beer. And I actually really like the branding on here. It looks really cool, clean, especially with the white background, and then obviously the blue name. And then Beth's gone for a very alcoholic, what they like to call a Sprite, which looks very tasty. But we'll give it a try because we've never tried one of these before. Oh, thank you. Our poppadoms have arrived. Let's give the Halong Sapphire a quick try first. That's quite a nice one. That one's quite light. It's not a heavy beer, it's a lager, sorry. So I'm quite happy with that. It does actually say pure smooth lager too, so maybe that could be why. But yeah, that's probably up there with one of the best beers which I have tried. The poppadoms have arrived, but there's no sauces yet. I'm hoping they'll bring some of the mango chutneys and the other sauces before we eat them, but it doesn't look like anything's going on right now, so we may just have to eat them dry. Food has arrived and it all looks very delicious. Starting off with my sweet butter chicken here, which is the red dish. Then got the poppadoms, which we saved from earlier because there was no sauces, unfortunately. Then Beth's got the, what was it again? Tarka dal, that's it. Beth's got the tarka dal, which looks a little bit like a korma, to be fair, so I'll be trying some of that. Got the coconut naan bread, the Abshari naan, and this was the closest. Smells really good, looks amazing. And then we've also got some boiled rice to try. So we're going to start off with my curry. I'm going to get a piece of chicken. Hopefully it won't be too hot. It's hot. It actually tastes really good. Nice and sweet, which is just how I like it. We'll be dipping the poppadoms in there later on. I'm going to try some of the naan bread too with the curry. See what the naan bread's like. Oh, I could try it with, I'll try some of Beth's too. Yes, the naan bread's nice too. Naan bread's always my favourite bit. Not the curry, it's the actual naan bread with the sauce is always my favourite bit. Beth's is nice too, it's a bit fresher. Tastes a little bit sort of like green and vegetable-y, whereas mine's a lot more sweeter. Just what I like, to be honest. So happy that I've ordered this, and we're going to enjoy our meal now, and then we'll head back to the hotel. So we've just finished our curry and we're now heading back to the hotel. It was really tasty and it came to 478,000 dong, which is around £15. So it was double the price of the meal yesterday, although I did have an alcoholic drink today, and we had a bit more food, I'll probably say too. But it all tasted very nice and was worth that £15. It's quite cool though, they've now got all the lights on the hotel in front of us. I mean, it's still saying Happy New Year, even though it's been the new year for quite a while now. Some cool lights too on the hotels. And then that building there, just in front of us, is the station for the cable car. So we're going to be going on that tomorrow, hopefully, as we go and explore Sunworld. But yeah, we've had a really great day today, and if you've enjoyed this vlog, do make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you are new, as it does go a long way to supporting the channel. We're going to head off to bed now, and tomorrow we're going to be exploring Sunworld. So I do hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.